Yo, 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 yo. Come on in, man. Come on in. Come on in. We got to talk about it, man. Sorry we couldn't get to y'all last night, man, but both of us were out and about with family, so it was just bad timing and
Yeah.
we can get to it, we get to it, but we know our real supporters, man, our fathers, they gonna support us and they gonna tune in and they gonna come in and talk to us right quick.
Yeah. It's it just seems like every second that goes by, just like, okay, well, now what? Now what? Now what? And just like, goodness. Woo, boy. How y'all
Yeah,
feeling though? Y'all come on in. It's a Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday. We want to be talking about football, but unfortunately, we have this to talk about, y'all.
yeah, man. Very unfortunate news. Uh If y'all been living under a rock, man, I ain't got to tell y'all what this is about. So y'all just come on in, have a seat. Let's talk about it, cause in a matter of 48 hours, he goes from NFL honors to jailbird. Keep it real. Um, in this situation, man, it gets more and more bizarre by the hour. Every time you turn on Twitter, the next hour something else done transpire. But
Oh boy.
and I'm gonna tell y'all before we start, we cannot show him getting arrested. Our channels get, it'll be a copyright strike and we'll get strikes for it. So if you want to see it, please go to Twitter. And
Kind of cutting it up myself.
yeah, but look, I'm telling you, it's just some things, man, in this world that when you're blessed with something, man, you better take good care of it because sometimes you only get one shot at doing something the right time at the right way. And don't get me wrong, he young, we get that. You have growing pains. But let's keep it real, y'all. When you making H1, I'm gonna get into that in a second. But
It's frustrating. It's definitely frustrating.
Bro, I mean, I couldn't even talk last night. I mean,
Yeah.
look.
I watched your video last night. I was like, man, Smitty's. Yeah, like you really was up so doggone upset. It's so many emotions you go through. It's like you're upset, you're shocked, you're like, why? You like, come on, dude. It's just so much. All at one time.
Yeah. But man, look, you talk about the domestic violence charge, stalking, uh, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, 2 counts, one
Yep.
with a gun, one with a vehicle. And I'm gonna just say, man, what kind of motherfucker are you to crash a $350,000 car into somebody else's car that you ain't even fully paid for?
Hey, he said did not want her to go anywhere. I wanted her to stay and talk. I mean, honestly, you don't know what's going through their mind because it could be even more diabolical than what you think, or it could be less than what you think. I mean, regardless, there's no excuse for it. And like you said, come on now. I mean, even if paid for or not paid for, regardless, I'm like, bro, you driving a Lambo, you're blessed. And I'm like, regardless of what's
Man,
going on with your relationship status, you're blessed.
you
Like,
driving a house.
I'm just saying, bro, like for real. Like G stuff. Like you really driving a house. Then you got the aggravated stalking, and that right there just lets you know that and it
She
was
had a restraining order.
bro, because there were reports already out that he was showing up places, he shouldn't be, just popping up to the games and everything. Because again, why was he in Florida? Because Rakia Jackson had an unrivaled game in Florida. And it's just like, bro. And then the whole thing about she was at a red light or at an intersection, and he jumps out of his vehicle and tries to jump in her vehicle, and she speeds off. And you jump back in your vehicle and proceed to follow her.
And that's the stalking part.
Yes.
It look. Ah.
I'm like,
And look, He said he tried to stop. He tried to stop her vehicle, and that's why he did the things he did, bro. I
No,
mean, I know you're young, but you got to understand. Maybe sometime time heals everything. You give her time to cool off. Maybe she'll come around. Maybe y'all can have a conversation. When
maybe.
you try to force the issue,
Maybe not.
this is when things go left. Cause think about it. I mean, we say it all the time, and there's no disrespect to no women, but we know they're emotional creatures, and sometimes they just need time to cool out to get their head on straight. And
Sometimes.
maybe, that's what he didn't wait for. He just wanted to talk right then and there. He wanted everything to go in his direction. Probably because he feel like he got money now, so he feel like any problem he get in, he can get out of it. But we see now that's not going to be the case. Because when
Yeah,
you talk about 5 felonies,
five of them.
not one, not two,
Six
not three,
charges total.
man.
Six totals charges, bro.
Ooh,
You got
boy.
five of them guys. And then you in Florida. Florida already don't play anyway. I'm
Oh
not saying
no.
that I'm not saying that any state does. It's just when you hear about some stuff that's going down in Florida, and then you hear what they be handing down as far as sentencing, fines, whatever. It just be like, oh, okay. And sitting down in there, you got, like I said, the aggravated stalk, and then you got the aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer because yeah, what you ramming the police car trying to get them out your way, and then apparently you supposedly had bumped some one of the police cars knee or something like that. That's in the reports right now. So you have those situations going, and then that's again where the deadly weapon comes from with the aggravated battery.
Right.
So bro, it's
Ooh,
just at the end of the day, bro. I just have never understood it. Like I haven't, and then I understand when people say, "Well, your situation ain't like my situation." Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I promise you, if my situation, if I'm 6'4", 250, I'm playing football. I just had the best season of my career. Why? Because I'm in the first year of the NFL season, rookie, 10.5 sacks, making a difference on the team that wants me. The fans are behind me. I'm like, I'm saying, even if the girl is not with you, at the end of the day, that's not the end of life.
nope.
And at the end of the day, two lives could have been ended off of a crazy situation that just could have
Yeah.
possibly been talked about. Or if she didn't want to talk, okay, you at the end of the day, there's other ways to try to get her to have you thinking about you or something. Man, hey man, send some flowers or something like that. Allow her to miss you or something, man. It's so many different ways and so many different situations. And I know he's young, so all this may not even compute to him right now at his age. But at the same time, bro, just like you're in the NFL, you're blessed. You want
Right.
to do something that just about everybody in the chat want to do. At least to be able to be out there,
Facts.
be able to say that they had the athletic ability, so not having the injuries stop them or whatever, and go out there and do exactly what you had the opportunity to do every Sunday or Thursday and some occasional Saturdays. So it just like,
Facts.
bro, like it's just disappointing. And then I'm not trying to say all this, about the Falcons. I really do hope that Rakia is fine. I really hope that that she's regardless of what anything that happened physically. I just hope the mental is fine,
Facts.
emotions and all that stuff like that, because that's what's really gonna take a minute to piece back together from all this, because the whole world knows about this. So
Yeah,
it's not.
it's over every media website. I mean, anything you turn on, first thing you see. And we didn't need this because we got a new coach, we got a new staff, new GM, new president of football, and they got to come in with this. All of because and it was there. And y'all want me to give y'all proof that it was there in his records? You want me to give them proof, Chris?
Give it to him.
But before I give y'all the proof, man, y'all go ahead and crank up them super chats. Crank up
Yeah,
them super chats, man. Support us. But this is why we're gonna let y'all know that it was right there in black and white. Just that simple. In black and white.
yeah, man.
Chris,
Said,
you do the honors and read the blueprint, the highlighted blue
yeah,
part.
man.
And
Yeah,
this is
man.
on the Sky Report if y'all don't know. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm not going to read the entire thing, but to paraphrase, pretty much, a young man that has conflicting reports about character and anger issues. He was arrested. His vehicle was impounded December 2023, charged for speeding, driving on suspended license, failure to present insurance, registration not properly displayed, and improper window tinting. The police report provided that it said that he was incooperative and disobeying orders from officers. Now, the cases were later dismissed upon payment, and he also had to provide proof that he had a driver's license. But the key things in that little paragraph right there is the fact that they were talking about the reports about character and anger issues. Then they did talk about him disobeying and being uncooperative. And it is sad because you've seen all those things in that video for those who have seen it.
Yep. Absolute facts.
And it hurts.
Man,
It hurts.
it hurts a fan base. Not just him. And then the thing that hurts me the most. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. To see how highly his mom was speaking of him just the other night.
Just the other
And
night.
for this to happen just a couple of days late, well, hell, 24 hours later, damn near. So to see that type of stuff transpire after speaking highly of her son, to know that he would do something like this, and when he did this, I just could only wonder how she felt. And I know she was hurt. I know that part.
Heartbroken. I already know it. Heartbroken, because at the end of the day, you think about it, just like any parent. I mean, anybody that has children out there, if that came across the screen and you seen your child face come across the screen, you're going to be going through so many mixed emotions. You're going to be heartbroken. You're going to be angry. You're going to be scared for them. And again, just like I said in my report earlier, some of the high-ranking police chiefs and people just in high-ranking positions in the police, they were just saying that man is lucky to be alive, and I believe it. Yeah, I'm thankful that that the police weren't trigger happy. Just being it.
And that you read my mind. That was I was going next. To know that what's been going on in Minnesota with the ICE agents and just police in general the last 35 years. You go back to L.A. Watts, the riots, Rodney King. I mean, all of that. And to know that it took 7 police officers to get him to the ground and detain him lets me know that they were, sparing his life, because that could have got ugly real fast.
Yeah.
Because he's 6'5", 255 pounds. Think about that. And he's a big dude. We seen him at training camp. He's a big dude.
Yes.
So they could have used deadly force had, he made the wrong move. Say like his hand touched one of their guns and he didn't mean to do it. Guess what? They don't care. That's seen as, endangerment. But again, I get what y'all saying about the family structure. I get that part. But when you have documented issues with your anger as an NFL player, and you have that problem, guess what? You go talk to somebody before it gets out of hand and cost you your career. Because what if this happens on the field? You remember that Myles Garrett situation where he hit the player with the helmet?
Yeah. Mason Rudolph was
Mason Rudolph, right. Imagine if James Pearce is on the field with his temper, and we've seen it in full effect right now on that video. Imagine if he lose control on the football field. Then we might be having another conversation. So when you know you have anger issues and it's hard for you to control it, talk to somebody, get it under control. And like you say, it's more fish in the sea, but I get it, because we all know, and it's like I said, it's no knock to women, and I'm not gonna dog women, but some of these women out here get a good man, drag him through the mud, and maybe he thought he had him a good one, and maybe he messed it up. Who knows? But at the same time, you still young.
But
life ain't even started for you yet. Trust me.
But
he what? Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, but even with that, just off the piggybacking off of the last point, I'm like, even with it still is no excuse to do it. Who matter, even if you were cheated on or if you cheated, regardless of no matter what happened, or sometimes people just grow apart. That is a real thing too. Sometimes.
Agreed. Agreed.
and life takes you different ways. She is a not an influencer, but she's a professional athlete herself. WNBA things sometimes go in a different way, and sometimes people just grow apart. And at the end of the day, man, I understand about the pain. I do, but it's just at the end of the day, bro. This man is playing professional football in the NFL, something that a lot of people would love to do. They never got an opportunity to do. At the end of the day, man, there's people that's in the ground right now who was on their way to where he is right now, and they didn't even get that opportunity because of circumstances or whatnot like that. So I'm saying it's a blessing what you're able to do. And for you to be messing it over like this, just getting yourself, regardless of who's in the right or the wrong in the beginning for the start from this. At the end of the day, right now, only thing we know about is you in jail right now, $20K bond, and your life has changed and your family's life changed. And the same thing for Rakia and her family. Yeah. Everybody's going to try to recover from this, and everybody's going to go through different recoveries. There's going to be doors, it's going to be closed. You just don't know what's going to happen next. And then for Matt Ryan, my goodness, you on the job 29 days, and then all of a sudden, you don't even get a full month.
And y'all can say all y'all want that this is fall on Terry Funk. No, it doesn't. They drafted him, true enough. But once you get fired, that's the next regime problem. So now what do? Do they say, hey, do we cut him? Do we get him help? See where he is in 1 year? And then make a decision at that point? Because I'm going to tell you, we saw with Ray Rice. He beat up his fiance in the elevator. Was never the same. He never played another down in the NFL.
I knew he was done. When that video came, if the video, I still to this day, and forgive me, Lord, if I'm wrong, forgive me, Lord. But I still to this day, if there were no video, Ray Rice would have been still playing in the NFL.
Yeah. But look at it on this hand too. Kareem Hunt. Another situation in Las Vegas. Stuck the lady, and he found the way out of it, but he had to go through a whole lot of hell to get back to the NFL. But the only way James Pearce gets back to the NFL is some of these charges are dropped. And that's going to really be up to Rakia Jackson. And I'm going to be real with y'all, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
If you gave him fair warning to, remove yourself, and he ignored whatever you said, and all of this happened, and he put your life in danger, how would you react? And you ain't got to be no female to answer that. It's just common sense I'm talking about.
Right.
So if she holds his career in her hands, how would you feel about that if you were her? I mean, she probably a good spirited person. She probably raised right. But at the same time, who's to say if she saves him and they go through this again down the road, and then she might say, hey, I should have just put him away when I had a chance. See, you got to think about these type things. When you in a tough situation as far as a relationship, you got to learn to make the hard decisions and live with them. That's what she tried to do. That's what he refused to do. So at the end of the day, here we are. But Judah, he said Eugene Robinson 2.0, a common thing with brothers, rather rich or not, this crash out culture of a woman sending brothers to the grave or the cell. Absolutely true. And to be honest, they don't deserve neither one graveyard or the jail cell. So,
yeah.
My boy Marlon, what's good, my guy? I ain't talked to you in a while, man. Hit me up. He said Rakia Jackson gonna get a little check and it will go away. Nah, it won't go away that easy because of them officers. That's why it won't go away easy.
Man, it's unfortunate, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then the thing about it is he a rookie, still on this rookie deal. And by the way, he does have 3 years, $7 million still left on his deal, of course, with that 5th year option.
Right.
But a suspension will void all $7 million that's left.
Basically, he gonna get cut. That's what it basically telling you.
Basically.
I mean, because if you ain't got the guaranteed money, what you playing? I mean, look, you at that point you only be playing off incentives. So the 7 million is guaranteed. If you play the next 3 years, you probably only get a third of that. You'll be playing
He
vet
gonna,
minimum at most.
he gonna be playing off of any kind of endorsements that
Oh,
he
the
get.
endorsement gone.
That's what
You
I'm
can
saying,
forget that.
and
The
that's what my
endorsement is gone.
and that's my
Go ahead.
point. He got the 7 million. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the contract. 7 million. So if they take the 7 million, that's you're done because you still on a rookie deal.
Man, I get when you in the heat of the battle, I guess you don't think and don't think straight. But at some point, you got to have a sense of what could happen. Uh, what could happen if you just lose your cool? And like I said, it's documented, so he's done it before. You got to learn from these experiences, not repeat the offense. Learn from them.
Oh, man. Hey,
And Millie
man,
Mills said,
no,
"Go ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead."
No, go ahead with Millie. Go ahead with Millie.
He said she might still drop him. It's a different era, Smitty. These kids be different nowadays. That's true enough. I get that part, Millie. But at the same time, she gonna have family members in her ear. Hey, la 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 la. Hey, you should la 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 la. I mean, it is a different area, but something remain the same. You got that right person in your ear, they gonna, that go ahead and press them charges. Because,
Yeah.
like I told y'all earlier, what if she forgive him and they start talking again and this happens again?
Then of course it's going to be like the same thing that happens with some women that like I hate to use them as an example, like with the Offset and Cardi B stuff. It's some folks that when she went back to him, it was some people that
Yeah.
were like, why does she do that? So
Mm.
I mean, you could have something like that go on, but yeah, either way it goes, like I was saying, I mean, with James Pearce, this is just so freaking unfortunate. And again, the money is guaranteed, but yeah, that if they void the contract, that's it for you, big dog.
And
That's
I'm
it.
gonna tell y'all might not believe it, but whenever he's out in public again and a female see him, he gonna get the worst of everything. And y'all want to hear something ironic as hell? This is how I know something ain't right with the Falcon organization. Exactly 20 years ago this year, Michael Vick gets locked up for the dog fighting charge. Exactly 20 years. And here we are 20 years later, and we going through another thing with a superstar. And don't get me wrong, it happens. It happens all around the league. But with this national media attention, it's just something that you don't need. And look how long it took Arthur Blank to get over Mike Vick getting in trouble. Look how long it took. So now we back in this situation again.
Bro, I thought about that too. Promise you, I thought about that with the Mike Vick thing, and now this happening now, and the time frame, and how they say, saying full circle and history repeating itself and all that stuff. Bro, it's just like, bro, you just hate it. You hate it for the Falcon fan base. That's as far as like football goes. That's really who I hate it for, man. Our fan base, because man, we don't be asking for nothing except for winners.
Nothing.
But at the same time, this is also an example on why Arthur normally drafts choir boys.
Yep. And even though, don't get me wrong, I said it and I repeat it. Sometimes you need the players with who a little screwed up upstairs. I mean, look, it's just a proven fact.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the type of situation why you don't want them players. I mean, the other side of it, yeah, he got them 10.5 sacks. This is the reason why we want a nutcase. But at the same time, on the flip side, this is why we don't want a nutcase, because if he out doing things like this, and I'm gonna tell y'all, swear to God,
but you gotta pick a struggle.
exactly. And if he do it like this one time, who knows? Not even about a female. Just who to say he won't do it again to anybody? Not no female, just anybody. Somebody pisses him off the wrong way. Guess what? He loses it again, and we in the same situation. These are the type things we have to think about. This is what the Falcons gonna think about. And they released a statement that they know what's going on, and they're gonna let the legal process take its due, and then they'll deal with it. But guess what? If he is going to play again in the NFL. The 2026 is out of the question. He's going to have to stay out a whole year, get help, and they're going to probably make him jump through every hoop to stay in the NFL because they just don't play about domestic violence because there's a black eye on the league.
The thing about it, bro, you think about him, you start thinking about kind of like in Dominic Sue. But the thing about Sue, he didn't have any of this kind of mess like this going on, though. I mean, he had like a pellet gun situation or something like that before, and I know he had like a car crash. But either way, to where he was like, I think he was driving like 91 and a 55 or something like that.
Right.
But and you would see him get in trouble in the NFL doing like little underhand moves, like this. Remember, like he stomped on one of the players, and what he kicked Matt Schaub in the groin, and we had that. And he was just doing little stuff like, man, this guy is trouble. This guy's screw is loose and everything like that. So he losing money, getting fined. Shoot, and Dominic Sue got fined with over about $250,000, really more than that. I think about close to $400 because I didn't even include the fact that he got a 2-game suspension and he lost
and now he lost about $600,000 because when he factored in fines, game checks, and all that, because he got fined by the league and by the team.
Right, and he had that 2-game suspension alone was $164,000 loss for 2 games.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, you look at stuff like that. But even with all that, he was necessarily had a reputation as a dirty player. He didn't have the representation of outside of that doing anything outside. It was really like speeding. This right here, this is like you have people that feels like James Pearce Jr. was literally trying to murder Rakia Jackson. That's a narrative out there, right?
And they can easily spin it that way because of how it happened, because of the vehicle. Jumping out of one car and trying to jump into another, that's stalker type stuff. That's Lifetime movie type stuff.
It's crazy.
But Solomon said James Pearce action may have cost him his future on his team and in the NFL. He better pray the suspension is the worst of his problems. And that's absolutely true. Because I'm telling you, when the league get through with him, he might not even want to play anymore. And look, he's going to be in so much damn debt. Why? He's got to pay lawyers. He's got to pay for that trip. And he's going to have to pay her for what they call it, suffering and some pain and suffering. He's going to have to pay for that. And they don't tell him how much she's going to ask for. And you know them family members going to push you to say, hey, you need more than that.
I ain't going to lie to you. I just hate that he even in the situation. I hate that he did it to himself to just even have his name in the situation. Because my thing is, we've seen deals get taken, people feelings change, charges get dropped, all that stuff like that. And all those same things can still happen. This whole narrative and this whole story can still spin around a different way. But my thing is afterwards, how you try to start putting your life back together. That's the thing right there that I'm worried about. Like, okay, are you going to be able to play football? Are you going to be an Atlanta Falcon? Are you going to be in, like, even in the league anymore, yo? Like, it's like there's so much thing going on. Then you think about it on the flip side, because it's the victim that's involved too. How is she gonna be able to perform in the WNBA? Is she gonna have her head on straight? Is she gonna be playing in the beginning of the season? Because if not, guess what? She could possibly sue this man for the pain and suffering and all that stuff, and just end up sitting out an entire season trying to get her emotions.
Mental ain't right.
You don't did. Because what you don't did. So it's like there's just so many different ways it possibly can go. And I honestly hope it goes the best way for the Falcons. That's the only thing I really hold up to. I just hope it go the best way for the Falcons. We've actually seen so many different things. I say the worst thing we probably have seen is with the Henry Ruggs thing. So when when he had ran the woman down with his vehicle and her dog, and I think her dog too. Yeah. So it's just like you look at his situation. He didn't go to jail forever, or nothing like that for that. He did some years, but all I'm saying is when you have lawyers, when you have money, it can soften the blow. I'm just
But
trying to figure out how,
let, 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 I'm gonna read this super chat, and then I'm gonna add on to what you're saying. Um, D, appreciate you, my guy. He said, "Man's messed his career up because he couldn't control his emotions. Damn idiot." Absolutely. I give you another scenario, A1. Um, Even though if he continues his career, he's gonna have women's domestic violence groups just breathing down his neck. Remember when Mike Vick got those dog fighting charges? Look how long Peter messed with him even after he turned his life around. And some of them still mess with him today. They were at his Norfolk State game still messing with him 20 years later. So just think about the backlash that these women rights groups about domestic violence, um, and because let's be real, domestic violence can turn either way, like you said. What if that car he hits her with that truck and her car flips over and she gets severely injured or worse? Then this story takes a turn for the dark. So look, one thing about it, women's rights groups are going to come after him, domestic violence groups, because you got players in the NFL who sponsor DV groups and programs and things of that nature. So this is the thing that they try to preach, and for him to do this, it's just downright ridiculous.
Hmm.
But go ahead, my bad.
No, shoot, man. I'm just listening to you, man. Just because I'm just shaking my head. At the end of the day, I just hate that it even has come to this at all, brother. I just think about so many different ways on how this should have went. You know what I'm saying? As you being a professional athlete. And then you think about even the other guys, man. That's something that no one's really talking about. What about the guys in the locker room? Like how do they envision some of this? These guys have wives.
That's
These guys,
another thing. Yeah, yeah.
it's another thing. It's just like, come on, young buck, like you can't be doing that.
And add on to that, what if somebody don't had to get on him in the locker room already about his temper,
Yeah,
and they see this happen, and they told him, "Man, you need to learn how to control your temper. It ain't that serious." Then guess what? He do this, and what they saying? I told him to slow down, but he didn't listen, and now look what's happened. So come on, man. Let's keep it real. I'm telling y'all, whether it's on the practice field, whether it's on an NFL field or in public, I'm sure his temper has showed at some point since he's been drafted, and somebody had to talk to him. Because don't get me wrong, I come from an era of a lot of hard head motherfuckers. Trust me, so I know how this go.
she got a good point, Kiera, because she just really reminded me. McGarry really did
Yep, exactly.
at training camp.
Yep.
At training
See,
camp,
see, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
he did.
Boy,
He did.
crazy. Shout out to
Mm.
my boy Marlon Malcolm, man. What's up, my guy? Big supporter of the show, man. We done shows together. Shout out to my guy. Pay attention to her social media over the next couple of days and weeks. Social media will be messing a lot of young people up these days. Facts.
Yeah, man.
Facts. Because when social media judges you and puts you into a bad spot or position or the way people view you, you can forget about it. Because once their mind is made up on how they're gonna view off what somebody else is saying, guess what? That's how they're gonna paint the picture of you from now on. Ain't no way you can clear it up or nothing. Because all one person has to do is put bad dirt on your name, and you can't scoop it off.
Mm. And just that stench just follows you, man. And again, that's what I'm mostly worried about. Because regardless, all this has happened. We don't have no footage of him striking her with a weapon. Thank God. Um, because I just
But
believe.
see, we don't know that. We don't know that A1 because we still early in an investigation. What if the media say, "Hey, I don't agree with what he did. I think he'll do it again. We got to stop this before it get worse." And they just throw out some footage from somewhere they don't found. Because guess what? If somebody was filming with their camera and they just throw it on Twitter or Facebook or Twitter, that's another scar. That's something the lawyer's gonna be looking at. So it's we still in the early stage to where it could still go left.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
because of public perception. But go ahead.
no, no, no. Go ahead and read Jay real quick, and I'm gonna piggyback off of it.
Coop, what's up, my guy? He said, then you go to court and prove your case. The judge drop case and brings charges down. That bond showed me the judge is on his side right now. Uh that's just some look.
I'm
One
just
thing,
saying.
one
I
one
feel
one one thing about it, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this. And it's from I didn't do it, but I've saw it. Women are well protected when it comes to this kind of stuff. They well protected, and guess what? They look how big he is. Yeah, she's tall, but she's not 255, 260 pounds. She's about what at the best about 170, 160, 170. So yeah, he got a size advantage over her. They look at that kind of stuff.
Oh, let me see. That'd be interesting.
Go ahead.
Uh, yeah, I got her listed between one. Oh yeah, because she's 6'2". So yeah,
Right.
I thought she was 6 foot. But yes, okay. So she's
No,
six
she's 6'2".
one,
Yeah.
and they got her listed between 170 and 175, depending on playing weight.
Coop said he been through it, and man, that bun should have been at least 100,000. I can see that. I can see that. I get where you going with that.
That's why I said 5 felonies now. 6 charges in total. They got that misdemeanor charge against them too. So
And see, the thing about it, they haven't made a decision on none of that stuff yet. So if they pop up and pop something else on social media or on the news channel, guess what? They're gonna sway the judge to go the other way. So I mean, it's far from over. And he was in court in his jail cell virtually.
oh, man, it just they would have said, okay, I've been searching, but no statements or anything has been coming out from the camp or from Makia Jackson herself. Really, it's like no, it's like they're not saying anything from her camp at all. Um, I don't see anything about any kind of medical report being released or anything because of course, like Pearce, rammed the car multiple times, preventing her from trying to reach the police station or whatnot.
Bro, a $350,000 truck though. He had no regard for a $350,000 truck that he hadn't even paid for.
Man,
That's a third of his salary for one season
yeah,
that he spent on the truck.
you know what I'm saying. You said he driving around in the house, and again, that's a blessing to be able to do that.
Oh boy, I swear, these young cats, they got it screwed up. Trust me. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's his money. He do what the hell he want to do with it. But look, wait till you get to that big salary, that big contract before you make that kind of investment. Because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said with this situation. By the time he paying lawyer fees and agents and things like that and paying her, that may be his entire salary for the net for his entire contract. And
Right.
he gonna have to pay the agent back for having to loan him that money. He ain't got that kind of money on hand because he ain't got it paid yet. He got to play those season to get that money. So his agent is helping him out right now. But once he gets out of this trouble, he got to pay that agent back, which means he's got to play football, which we don't even know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, lawyers, they get paid to do what they do for a reason. So it's like, okay, first of all, whoever takes the case, I already know that they're on an uphill battle. So he's going to have to get a great lawyer regardless. Still, just to be able to listen whatever blow is trying to come at his way, because he's going to have a lot of hate coming his way. He plays in Atlanta, so regardless, like you said, being seen out or anything like that, I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be happening. I think honestly, while all this is going on, I would be surprised if the Falcons still had him around the team while the investigation and everything is going on.
Right.
I'd be surprised if they did, because I mean,
oh, he'll be at home. He'll be at home. He'll be at home until this whole situation clears. He will not be able to go to Flowery Branch. If he works out of the damn LA Fitness, it won't be at Flowery Branch. I'm telling you, he's not going back up there. Jermaine, to answer your question, hell no, I've never hit a woman. Never will. Never will.
Can't do it. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't like. I always say, like, if it ever comes to a time to where I even feel like I want to put my hands on you for any reason,
that ain't the one for you.
That's in a negative. Bro, I'm gone, bro. I'm gone that day, because at the end of the day, whoever leaves me, at the end of the day, I can't leave me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, all I got is me, so I got to take care of me. And it's just like, bro, like, nah, man, that ain't it.
Shout out to my boy Clay, big supporter of the show, man. He said people comparing what other athletes did and get a slight tap on the wrist for things. If you play in Atlanta, you don't get that benefit. The NFL hate the city.
I'm with you when you're right, too.
Facts.
Because it just feels like, just because you play for it, even play for Atlanta, we're gonna hit you over the head anyway because you play for the Falcons. Right. And of course, that can be reaching. Well, I understand that, but at the same time, that's how it feels, because it's just like every time something happens, it seems like we get smacked across the face the hardest.
Facts. Yeah. Like I said, look at the Michael Vick situation 20 years ago.
My God.
He did his 18 months, got out of prison. He had hell for the rest of his playing career. And he really did.
Some folks mad about that right now.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It never goes away. But I'm saying he got to the point where he got comfortable even being out in public, because I don't think that he even got comfortable until he got back on TV at CBS. Right. At Fox. So, look, one thing about when you make certain mistakes, it follows you a lifetime.
Right.
Brother Price 78, appreciate you, my guy. He said you can tell he's not intelligent buying a Lamborghini on a rookie deal, and that's exactly what I'm saying. That tells me everything I need to know about him right there. Yeah. You buying a house, you riding on a house, and you ain't even really got the money to pay the car off. And now your agent, your insurance company damn sure ain't gonna pay it off because it was your fault.
Hey man, I ain't never had none.
Man. Coop said we'll rent it. That's even worse.
I'm about to say that's worse. Because now you owe a company. So it's just like, if at least you paid for it, at least it's yours. You do what you want with it. But now you gotta pay folks back on top of that.
Hey Marlon, you absolutely right about this, man.
Right?
The text message between both of them are gonna tell the whole story, the true story. And if she even have any resemblance of him telling him to stay away from her, and then all of this transpiring, oh yeah, he threw. Either way you look at it, he threw. And because that's the thing, like I said, we are a long way from it being the end. Long way. Yeah, it probably wasn't running, but at the same time, I mean, you got to pay the running company. And look, he probably and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, he probably didn't even sign up for the insurance.
See what I'm saying? He said he didn't even sign up for the insurance. Oh God.
Yeah, D, that's what I said earlier, man. Just 2 weeks ago they was together. But from what I'm hearing, they broke up way in September. Make sense.
I mean, sometimes again, some people just try to save face, and one way to save face and to keep people kind of out of your business is to keep on putting on for the city, putting on for the display. You know what I'm saying? And just like, hey, and then you think about it too. Certain places you go, think about the NFL honors, even if you are broken up, as long as y'all don't hate each other, it's not necessarily like people are gonna go with other people. It's like, okay, I'm comfortable with you, we can go. Like, what I'm saying? Like people do that all the time.
Right. Yeah, because as an escort.
Yeah.
So
At the end of the day, ain't nothing wrong with going together. I guess technically as friends or situation shit, whatever y'all got going on. But at the same time, it's just like obviously he felt like it should have been more than that. And maybe he wanted to talk and she didn't want to talk. And again, go back to what the saying. So you just gotta let them cool off, or you just gotta like fall back, recalibrate, try to come at it at a different angle or something. You don't do
right.
this. Because at the end of the
Hey,
day,
hey, cool. What I do, man? What I do? What I do? I'm just saying. I just look. I just speak the facts, man. That's just what I do. That's what I do. I mean, look. I done seen these situations play out 1,000 times.
yeah, man, it's
Should have hung out with Bijan, Xavier, AJ at the NFL honors. Yeah, somebody who can keep him out of trouble. Absolutely.
shit just went home, like go home. I'm like, my God, ain't you got like some pass rush moves to work on or something? It's just like, bro, just do something constructive. That's my point. I'm not even trying to be funny. Just find something constructive to do. Hit the weight room. I don't know, play the game, hang out with the boys, like you were just saying with Bijan and all of them. You there and soak in the experience some more or something. It just,
Right.
I don't know,
And
man.
Marlon, I don't think she'll pay his bond. I'm gonna just be honest with you. If she does that, everything goes away, except the police charges.
Yeah, the police
But
charge.
but but I don't see it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest with you anyway. For what WNBA players they make and everything like that, she shouldn't be is trying to pay his bond, and she shouldn't be asked to pay his bond. But if she did, that's her prerogative. That's on you.
Right.
You spend the money the way you want to, but that would right there would be the ultimate. Okay, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be the ultimate. Let's just move on then. If you're gonna pay the bond.
Yeah. He said, I'm telling you, she was the one that bonded him out. Watch, watch, man. These young couples are different. She telling him right now, I love you. I'm sorry. We will be okay. I can see that.
Oh man.
I can see that. Yeah, they young. That I can see that. They got a lot to learn. Trust me. In my damn near 47 years, I done seen a lot. I done seen that before. So look, I mean, look, it happens. They young. What can you do? They learn from it, keep going. And hey, who's to say? Hell, they could still get married down the road.
Man, that'll be something else, wouldn't it?
Nigga,
But we
see,
say
like
everything.
these, I done seen it, bro. Done seen. Look, Ray Rice, he knocked his old lady out in the elevator. They been married what 7, 8 years. They still got married. Hey D, I'm just saying, my guy. Look, it happens. They young. They gonna learn. They gonna learn on the go. And sometimes them lessons just be hard like that. Ghost Pepper, what's up, my guy? Based on the nature of the charges, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, stalking, and fleeing police is nothing to sneeze at. That's just the truth, and it is true. It's true. And like I said, them police charges, they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. But the other charges, if she just say, "Hey, we had a misunderstanding," she can just switch it up and just make it seem like it wasn't his fault. It was both of their fault.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, Arthur Blank, he ain't going for it. He ain't going for it. He
Crazy
ain't going
thing.
for it.
I open up my phone. I open up a social media app. Scroll down 2 posts, and the third thing that I see is James Pearce Jr.'s mother talking about it.
Yeah, from that NFL honor show.
That's
That's
crazy.
the first thing I saw.
That's crazy.
And so I know you ain't lying. Turn on Twitter, that's the first thing you seen. And now this. And that's facts, Marlon. Can't underestimate The matters of the heart.
No,
Okay.
crimes of passion really happen. Crimes of passion really happen, man. Like you just hope that you're never on any side of it, giving or
And
receiving.
right. And that's a telling sign. True. That's true, Tay. That's a telling sign. That them charges some of them could be dropped. Because like somebody said in the chat earlier, it could have easily been $100,000. Easily. And she got $20,000. She can put the $20,000 up. That ain't shit to her.
Yeah,
Because she
yeah.
playing overseas, she playing in the unrivaled, and she playing in the WNBA. So she got the money.
I said she get endorsements, all that stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, 'cause what she got her own shoe. So
Exactly. But all those charges can get dropped down. Man, they can turn all those into misdemeanors and drop some on.
yep.
Yeah.
They
But I
can.
don't think that I don't think with the police they won't drop that down to a misdemeanor. That's gonna probably be a class 1 felony, something like that at the least. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. And then he resisted arrest. 7 people? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
You were wrong. Just lay your ass down and go to jail.
I mean, for real though. I mean, it's not funny. It's just how you said it. But yeah, for real though. Like, I mean, don't be resistant because again, this could have ended up even worse than what it was. That's why again, I'm just so glad that the officers just wasn't trigger happy and just wanted to, you know, put somebody down type thing. It just I'm glad because that could have been even worse.
Man. Ronnie Charles, how he wrong? He should have never tried to jump in a car. He never should have hit her with his car. He should have when she told him to leave her space. He should have gotten his car, got the hell on, let her cool off, come back in about a week or two, call her, see what she's talking about. But he didn't want to do that. He wanted to play the bully and talk right then and there, and he paid for it.
It's just one of those things where just like for example, even if she slapped him right and knocked out his tooth, no, I would take that back. If she just slapped him right, nobody saw the slap. We saw the video of them trying to tackle you. We hearing about you what you trying to do and all the stuff like that. We ain't hearing nothing about what she did. So of course, it is more than one side to a story. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes really like, you know, you got his side, her side, and you got the truth. So it's like what we're gonna get to, I don't know exactly, but right now everything is and all the focus is on him. They don't told him to stay away from her and everything. So it's like with the restraining order and everything. So it's like at the end of the day, we really have to sit back and wait on more details, but it just doesn't look good initially. It don't look good. And
Coop said, "Nah, he not." Coop said, "Nah, he not done." Man, Ray Lewis was on a murder trial, bro, and I get that. I get that. I get that, but he didn't run over no damn police officer. He didn't. And murder charge is serious, true enough. But think about it. 20 years ago, a kid named Michael Vick fighting dogs all over ESPN, made the organization look bad. And this 20 years ago now. Now Ray Lewis, what, 25 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
A lot has changed since then. A lot has changed.
I mean, you think about it, you get more time for selling dope than murder.
Exactly. I kid you not. Childhood friend of mine got killed. The guy was out of jail in probably about 6 months. It happens.
Yeah, just man. At the end of the day, like I said, I just hated it happened for the Falcon fans. Hate that it happened. You know what I'm saying, for Rakia, James, like the families. And honestly, man, we still gotta shake it off and rise up again. Cause man, shoot, we still got a whole season to look forward to. Now, it might change how the draft may go down.
Oh yeah.
You know, it may change some selections now. You may be looking at another pass rusher. You may be trying to trade as many picks as you can to get more picks so you can just bring players in, get some bodies in here. I mean, we'll see what Ian wants to do. I just do know that depending on what more information comes out, depending on what the judge is saying, lawyers, everything like that, and of course suspensions. We ain't even talked about that, but I'm at least thinking at least half a season, maybe a little bit more. I'm thinking like 10 plus.
I'm thinking 10 at the least.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 10.
Look at Rasheed Rice. What did he get? 10?
I think he had like 6 to 8, something like that. No.
8 games.
He had 10.
I
think he had 10.
Yeah, it was 10.
He had like 10 games.
Yeah.
And really, in his situation, worse than Rasheed, if everything's
exactly, because you got a female involved. And don't get me wrong, because I think Rasheed Rice's friend hit a female's car. So look. We'll see though. But yeah, we had to come through talk to y'all right quick, man, because we didn't get to talk to y'all last night. But now everything is a little bit more settled and more coming up. But just remember, more news breaks on this. We got y'all, man. And if y'all want more of our thoughts on it, please go check out the video that we put out on A1 Forever. It's Smitty Sports Machine. Give y'all an in-depth look as to what we think about it. But look, signs were there. They didn't read it, and they gonna clown us about their first round pick even more now. Let's just keep it real,
bro. But, I said that too. I said so. Falcons fans have gone from F the pick to F.
What my pick?
You know what I'm saying? Dang, that's sad, bro. You go from fuck them picks to fuck the pick. It's gone. We don't have it. So we're gonna have to try to pivot and try to navigate the best way we possibly can, y'all. That's what we brought in Ian Cunningham for. Matt Ryan. You guys have your work cut out for you for decisions making about moving forward with our pass rusher James Pearce Jr. and just how you're going to navigate this and try to get the stink off of the Atlanta Falcons right now, because it's not smelling too good right now.
No, yeah. That's the type of stink that don't leave. The type of stink that the mothballs stink up the house. Yeah. But I'm not gonna rule out he's not coming back. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. These type things, they usually stick, and we don't know, which way is it gonna go. But to me, I just don't think it's looking good.
Yeah. It's bad. And then again, let's just say he does hit the field for the Falcons again. What's gonna be the mood when he hits the field? And 2-7 did this on 2-7. It's just like it just
ain't that a bitch?
Wow, bro. All of it is just wow.
And now we talk about the draft. Hey, guess what? We were talking about wide receiver, cornerback, offensive line. Now we might be talking about another edge rusher. Damn it, man. But yeah, man, you know what to do, man. Tell everybody where to find you.
I'll be out here looking for a new pass rusher, because regardless, you can't have enough of them. I tell you who rubbing their hands like Birdman right now, though. Arnold Albuquerque. But anyway, y'all, I'm Chris Tipmore, and you can find me on A1 Forever Sports. That's the platform on YouTube. Come over, like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the A1 family. Just crossed 4,600. Appreciate y'all. I really appreciate every last one of y'all who helped me get there. So, also Hawks Digest. And of course, we just made some new moves. Still waiting on Jonathan Kuminga to be officially in a Hawks uniform, but he's supposed to be reevaluated for a bone bruise after the All-Star break. So it's going to have to be after the All-Star break for us to see how he's going to fit along with the Atlanta Hawks. Fits the timeline. He's only 23, but we'll see. Also, Twitter, A1 Forever. Instagram, A1 Forever. And the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Smitty, take it away.
Miss Kiera Adams, she said if she drops the charges, then guess what? It happened in Florida. The state automatically picks up the charges, and nobody's talking about him breaking her nose, according to reports.
See, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen that. I best promise you I've been looking.
We don't know the whole story, so it happens. But look, Miss Kiera, you're absolutely right. See, it's more going to come out as time goes on.
All right.
Time goes on, more going to come out. But you know who else rubbing their hands? Jaden Walker. Now he's the superstar of the team outside of Bijan. But look, messed up situation, and I pray for both of those kids, man, because they're young, and I know that you make mistakes when you're young to get them out your system, but some things you got to take into account. You got to be held accountable, and I don't care how young you are. At some point, you got to use common sense. I don't care what kind of anger issues you have. Use common sense. That's all, and that's all. But
That's it.
find me right here. Every time I drop a video on Smitty Sports Machine, thank y'all for the super chats. Truly appreciate it. And we're just gonna have to wait it out and see how it turns out, man. But I honestly think this shift the drafts a whole lot because now in the second round, could be looking for another edge rusher. And spoiler alert, just gave me a mind of another video to make just because of this incident. But again, Peter, we appreciate you, my guy. Coop, we appreciate you, my guy. Archangel, everybody, thank y'all, man. But also catch me on Twitter at fatboyslim_21 on Twitter because I'm always over there blowing that thing up, literally. And yeah, this had me pissed off last night. If y'all looked at my video earlier, I wasn't feeling it, and I'm still not. But I got more comfortable to talk about it, and look, it happens. But until the next pop up, or until the next breaking news, just know we got y'all, man. But for my boy Chris Tipmore, we got to give him a shout out too, man. He about to start getting that money, so when he gets approved for his monetization, y'all got to show him some love, just like y'all show me, man. So when he get approved, y'all gonna know it because I'm gonna put it on Front Street. But for my boy Chris Tipmore, this is your boy Antoine Smith signing off. We're gonna holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.
Peace.